Boots Ennis closes the show against Roiman via getting the 10th round stoppage. Man, let me just say this before I begin my post fight. Boxing is so fucking lit right now. Absolutely. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. This is the way these past few fights, these months, man, right here. This is how boxing's supposed to look. Absolutely. But back to Boots, man. Jaron Ennis, coming off of a struggling win against Karen Chukazan a few months back. A lot of people were counting Jaron Ennis out, saying he was exposed. And I was the one to say, listen, man, he didn't look too good as far as being able to cut off the ring. But he looked at he did what he had to do. He's beating that dude up in there. And you go back and watch it. I said that, but there were some things that he could have did right to fix to try to get the dude out of there a little bit sooner, or try to get him out of there, period. He was having struggles trying to close the ring against this cat. I don't think Boots ever faced a mover like that Chukazan dude, or somebody that was in there just to really pretty much survive for 12 rounds almost, But nobody knew, after that, everybody's like, hey, who should be next? She fight the Villa kid, Raymond Villa, or Keith Thurman, or somebody like that. Lots of times they set up fights like that. There'll be two fighters with different fights on the same card, and then the next time they fight, they end up fighting the person that was on the same fight card with them the previous time. And this is one of them times again. Roiman Villa came off of a win against Rashidi Ellis, and a lot of people were saying, listen, man, this dude can hit. He's strong, and this, that, and the third. Rashidi Ellis don't have the power to keep the dude off of him. I'll get back to that in a moment. But, yeah, he didn't have the power to really keep the guy off him. But Rashidi Ellis was tearing that dude up that whole fight, too. Until he got clipped with something nice and big, and he couldn't fuck with him no more. He just wasn't the same. But what a great fight. And this is what Jaron Ennis needed to probably put a lot of that doubt people was having about him to rest. Even though there are some things that people saying that they want to see him fix, which I agree. Get to that in a moment as well. But overall, Jaron Ennis is a monster to me, man. He looks to be a force to reckon with. It's not even about the power. It's not just about his punching power. He has insane reflexes, man. Insane reflexes. Only thing I wish Jaron Ennis would stop doing, though, he overthrows a lot of his shots. That whole fight, he was doing that, and I was just like, damn, bro. Please don't get clipped with nothing big. I was getting a little nervous, and I'm like, shit. Don't get clipped with nothing big, bro. And Jaron Ennis did indeed get clipped with some big shots from this guy. This guy is a powerful dude. Boots ate those fucking punches like it was lunch, man. I didn't see him hurt one bit absorbing them kind of shots. Some of them he was rolling with them. Some he got hit flush. His father was even telling him in the corner, man, yo, stop pulling back. Stop pulling back. And after he said that, I didn't think Boots pulled back anymore after that. You know what I mean? He seems to be in real coordination with Bozy when it comes to following instructions and stuff like that. It seems like he's pretty solid with that. But from the beginning of the first round, this Roiman Villa kid, it was pretty clear he wasn't nowhere near on the level of Jaron Ennis. The skill sets was worlds apart, period. And opening bell, the dude was getting peppered by Jaron Boots' jab. Wasn't doing much. Only threw a few punches that entire round. Second round, he tried to, turn it up a little bit. That's when he started letting his hands go a little bit more. He was catching Jaron throughout this fight, man. But People are already saying, yo, Boots get hit too much. If that was Bud or Arrow, man, they would have knocked him out and all this other stuff. Look, listen here. This is boxing, man. You can't avoid every punch. You know what I'm saying? Well, the punch that he should have saw. Like I said, bro, it's boxing. Most of the shots, Jaron Ennis was catching them. Most of them, he was slipping them. It was a beautiful thing to watch. Watching them just twist his, he got insane reflex. Watching him turn his neck because you see a punch coming, or he turned his head and like it's almost like he bracing for the punch, or he just could see it before the dude throw the punch. It's crazy, man. He did his fucking thing. Broke dude down for the entire fight. He hurt him in a few rounds. It was, I think the seventh. I think he hurt him. Saved by the bell a couple of times. You know what I mean? He got hurt, especially toward the end of the fight. He got hurt, and then he finally closed the show in the 10th round. But Villa is a tough dude. Kept coming forward. I guess he felt like, you know what I mean, his power was going to really make much of a difference. And up until this point, everybody's been really questioning Jaron Ennis and wanting to know if he had a real solid chin. As I had said a while ago, I guess the hardest puncher he had faced so far was, I think, Sergey Lipinets, because Lipinets was testing him. Lipinets is a smaller dude too, so Boots was able to absorb a lot of them punches. This Villa dude looks like he's like a natural. He could be bigger than the welterweight. Like he probably walk. I mean, he could be a natural fucking middleweight, bro. Dude was big in that ring, and he was catching Boots with some shots, and I'm like, shit. And I'm watching like, this Boots gonna get hurt? Is he wobbled? Nothing. So at this point, I guess as far as Boots' chin goes, yeah. You could say Jaron Ennis got a beard on him, man. I mean, like I said, he's not gonna be one of these boxers that is gonna be standing there and taking an insanely amount of punches his whole career. So his chin should be fine because his movement and his footwork helps him, evade a lot of shit too. So he's not gonna be like a Isak Cruz or like a Triple G, where he's not he's slick. He's really evasive, He's not gonna stand there and rock him sock with you unless he wants to. And that's another thing. His body work. I think he got pretty good body work. Definitely could improve in that area with some things, but it seems pretty good. It's not of the. I wouldn't say it's up there. I would say Arrow's body work is better, and shit, man. I might even give Bud a slight nod on the body when it comes to the inside game. But I'm not here to criticize the young brother. He does a lot of things excellent. No boxer is perfect. And this kid that he was fighting seemed like he was tough, because Boots probably would have got him out of there. The shots he was hitting him with, anybody else probably would have been knocked out long ago, early in the fight. But the dude is tough. He's tough. But he had no defense at all, man. He had nothing for Boots. He wasn't even in the same caliber as Jaron Ennis. And this is the dude's first knockout. Boots gave him his first knockout loss. It looked like he ain't want to fight after a while. It looked like he was ready to quit. Like he just was off he was real shaky for about 2-3 rounds, man. And then, Boots, gave him them lethal blows, and then that was it. But does this prove a lot for Jaron? Is this the one the fight that everybody needed to see that was going to pretty much gain a lot of confidence back with people, because people was ready to kick him to the side over the Chukasan fight. And I told everybody, I was like, listen, you can't, he had one bad night, bro. Just give him some time and see how he does in his next few fights. And it's crazy because people keep talking about, he need to fight somebody. He still ain't fight nobody. And I'm like, bro, like, Like, what do you want this dude to do? Like, what do you want him to do? It's but so many people left at the division. There's but so many people left at the division. You got what? Keith Thurman. You got Yordenis Ugas. Who else? Who else is there? That's probably the only two besides Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford, which he's likely not going to fight them at 147. If he does run into them, it's going to be at 154. You know, Boots is going to be, when they move up and drop those belts, Boots will be the one at welterweight. He is the man up there. Nobody else is beating this dude. Nobody else is in that division outside of Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford is beating Jaron Ennis. So Boots is likely going to be champion with ease at welterweight division. And then I don't see him being there for too much longer. I would say Boots is probably going to be there give it another year, he'll be at 154. I'll probably say Boots will probably be at super welterweight, so to speak. He will probably be up at that division maybe around sometime in the 2024, going into 25. You'll see Boots at that division. But anyway, beautiful show. He put it on for the fans. Because the other two fights in the card was garbage, corny fights. And I'm gonna do a review, a post fight on the De Los Santos fight. I'll tell you what I feel about that. But good job, Jaron Ennis. What's next for him? I have no idea. Does he wait around for the winner of Spence Crawford? Does he take on Yordenis Ugas, Keith Thurman? Those would be some good fights for him. I think he beats Ugas convincingly, but the Keith Thurman fight will probably be one of his most quality opponents to date. Will be Keith Thurman, and I think he'll probably stop him to the body. And then there's nobody else there for him to fight. That is it. There is no other competition that is beating Jaron Ennis outside of Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford. That's just the way I feel. 154 is a different story. When he get up there, that's when the fun begins for Boots, man, so to speak. But anyway, this your boy Rebel Life Boxing, man. Let me know what you think. Catch y'all on the next one.